All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between ToD and Sonic, going up against, well, it is going to be Insuperable and KiWiKaKi. Unfortunately, the way they had ally colors set up on this particular game is it is red versus darker red. I don't know why they did this, so I'm going to be using their individual colors. Battles will be a little bit more difficult to cast. Maybe Todd's just trolling me because, well, Todd likes to troll people, and I tend to take people like very straight face. And when someone's like, "No, I was kidding," I'm like, "Oh, I I I didn't know." Maybe, yeah. I have a hard time understanding when people are kidding. It feels like so. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. We are going to be opening up Altar of Kings by ToD. We are going to be double farms already. There is that barracks. This is Hellfire Plateau. As we are looking at an Altar of Elders here, and well, let's take a look at this. We don't see an Ancient of War yet coming in from Sonic, so this is a little bit surprising. Meanwhile, Insuperable is going to be going for, well, Graveyard, Ziggurat, Altar of Darkness, Crypt. Meanwhile, KiWiKaKi opening up with what seems to be Tauren Chieftain first. All right, so it might be Tauren Chieftain Death Knight with Crypt Fiends. Very, very fast movement speed, very fast attack speed, being able to get anywhere you want to be. Movement, very important in any battle. Just ask Ender Wiggin. If you don't know who Ender Wiggin is, well, I guess you can always Google it. Anyways, going to go ahead and break things down into this matchup. There's a Hunter's Hall. It is going to be a Keeper of the Grove, and Hunter's Hall followed by Ancient of War. So it is going to be mass hunts coming in from Sonic. Meanwhile, what is ToD going to be going for? There is an Archmage getting trained up. It looks like Militia are ready to be called, as we are going for a Water Elemental Creep. Meanwhile, back off over here, Tauren Chieftain going Endurance Aura first, and, well, bringing the fight off over here. Draenei Disciples, Draenei Protector, they're going to go ahead and engage as we take a look at a Footman and a Peon crossing up over here right now. We are looking at a little bit of that heal coming in from that Draenei Disciple. A little bit difficult to take down, but shouldn't be all that bad as the Archmage picks up Slippers of Agility. As we're now seeing the units all back up again. There is a quick ensnare. Sonic is going to be able to get a detonation off. No, he does not. Gives a little bit of extra experience as well as KiWiKaKi now finishes off the remainder of this creep camp. Peon now looking to retreat back. Footman is coming back across here, and this is so difficult to spot. Red on this mini-map. A red background, red on the mini-map, and two players using different shades of red. I might be colorblind, but those look awfully very close to me. I can see a slight difference if I'm looking at them side by side, but even on the minimap, oh, so difficult to spot everything going on here. Anyways, Archmage, let's go ahead, clear up the remainder of this creep camp. Draenei Disciples will get cleared up. Archmage is already sitting at level 2. And where is that Keeper of the Grove? Keeper of the Grove putting pressure on a 2 and taking down, it looks like, a couple of grunts already. Damage getting added up. Are we going to see an entangle? No, we are not. One lone Footman off on the far side by ToD, also causing a bit of trouble there. Keeper of the Grove, however, going to be extremely annoying. We'll be able to retreat back. And because of that early healing option by the Night Elf with these Moonwells, well, he's going to be able to come back into action and be ready to go. Tauren Chieftain finally finishes clearing up that creep camp there. Meanwhile, ToD doing what every human player loves to do best during the early game, creep in peace. Archmage going to pick up, well, Cloak of Shadows. It looks like this is going to be just shy of level 3. What is that, a level 3 Succubus? Yeah, just shy by 4 experience as the Archmage now makes its way back out. Meanwhile, Death Knight now wandering around here. Greater Voidwalkers and Voidwalkers joining in on the fight. I don't know all of the armors. This is a rather unusual tile set for me. As we're going to take a look, Huntress is now joining in, but Huntress is going up against Crypt Fiends. That is not a good spot here. Death Knight going to be forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal perhaps to try and get away. Oh, we could be looking at a Death Coil. No Death Coil there. Sonic actually being a little bit too gung-ho, now teleporting back. Let's take a look. He should be trying to, well, get some mana and make its way back out here in just a moment. There you have it, is the Death Knight going to try and stick around to clear out the remainder of this creep camp? No, it is not, even though some damage has been done. Archmage sitting strongly at level 3 now, does have a pendant of an energy. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain off to the north here, clearing out this Greater Voidwalker creep camp. Now, trying to keep track of the creeps, trying to figure out what items are being dropped. Also, the armor types on a rather unusual tile set. And these are things that you're just kind of discovering a little bit. It's like playing on a field for the very, very first time, and you're discovering the ins and outs of the battle as you're playing them here. Let's take a look at the Draenei Disciples. They actually have medium armor, making them a little bit more resilient to these Crypt Fiends. I don't know how much medium armor there is available, but the Void Walkers that you saw earlier off over here have medium armor, and that is probably the reason why the Crypt Fiends had such a difficult time trying to clear all of that up. KiWiKaKi now coming across here. Where are they going to land? Breath of Fire comes across. Big damage across multiple units. Deathcoil going after a Huntress now. Huntress now trying to get away. Is it going to be able to do so? As the Scroll of Speed now comes across, there goes one Huntress right there as the units are now trying to engage again. Tauren Chieftain gets entangled a little bit longer. Footman now really too far deep as ToD is going to suffer a large amount of damage. Insuperable trying to retreat back with that Death Knight. The Archmage is actually getting in a lot of damage there. Sonik losing that level 1 Keeper of the Grove as we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain. Oh, Tauren Chieftain, gonna get in a big Stomp right there. If you did not know, Stomp is a channeled ability, and the Tauren Chieftain actually doesn't have mana to Stomp again. That is huge. Water Elemental gonna try and engage. Footmen are gonna engage there. As we take a look, more damage getting added in, and it looks like all of those units will be able to teleport back out. Insuperable. Actually coming out a bit ahead. Meanwhile, KiWiKaKi losing his expansion, or it is going to get pressured. Units are now making their way over, but the maps does seem rather large. As you can see, the Great Hall down to 120 hit points. A couple more shots should do it. There is one more shot there as the Peon may end up getting taken down. No Death Knight now joining on the fight. Crypt Fiends are all here as well. And the Brewmaster does not have a Scroll of Town Portal. This could be a bloodbath. There's a Frost Nova onto the Brewmaster right there. Tauren Chieftain does not have enough mana for a Stomp. Panda now trying to duck, dive, dodge, and weave. I know dodge is supposed to be in there twice, but the Brewmaster unable to dodge a Death Coil or a Frost Nova or a Spider, it appears. Units now making their way back around. Huntress trying to get in a little bit of damage here, and things are going very well for Insuperable and KiWiKaKi at this stage. I don't see an expansion anywhere for ToD and Sonik as we are now going into double racks with Riflemen. Almost sounds like double racks with mass Marines as the nope, ToD never played human. All right, let's take a look back across here. Huntress is actually going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain, I don't know if it got any experience as the units are still making their rounds, as well as the Keeper of the Grove going to look to perhaps try and shut down this expansion here. But Sonik and ToD just don't seem to be on the same page in terms of their strategy. You can take a look at this. The Elder Warlock Iridar Diablos, I don't know how to quite say that. Those particular units actually deal chaos damage, so they deal maximum damage constantly. Meanwhile, Sonik losing his Keeper of the Grove for the 3rd time in this game. All right, units trying to make their way back out. A little bit of spells casting down. I forget the name of that particular spell. You got to, was that touch of some type of a touch of death, or I forget the name of that particular spell. Level 9 Iridar Warlock casting a Chaos Bolt. Is that what it was? Not 100% sure. All right. Also, these Diablos also have the stun ability on their auto attacks. Is there a little bit of splash damage there? No, not quite. As we're looking at the Death Knight now finally clearing up the remainder of that creep camp here. Lich with plus 21 attack. Oh, that Lich is going to be absolutely deadly with its auto attack once we are at Black Citadel, and it has an Orb of Corruption. It is pretty much going to be dealing double damage per attack, and then add in the fact that there is that negative armor debuff, and things are just going to go from bad to worse. All right, mass repairs once more. What is KiWiKaKi doing here? Constantly being forced to repair here as the Riflemen are now looking to retreat again. Oh, there's the expansion. How long has this been up? All right, 7,500 gold versus... this expansion's been up for quite a time. I'm sorry. I am watching the mini-map. It is just red on red. Very difficult to spot. Coming back around here. Blood Mage, Archmage, now looking to pull back here. Rifleman. Rifleman gonna retreat back again. And in these 2v2 battles, what we often see is a transition into AoE. Now, ToD, normally this strategy doesn't work well if your opponent is able to get Spellbreakers. Once Spellbreakers are available, all of a sudden, your Flame Strikes and your Blizzards do absolutely nothing. But in a matchup against Orc and, well, Undead, those ground units are going to be taking a lot of damage. Another upside here, normally you would want AoE damage to go against a lot of low hit point units. That's generally what works best. However, I believe Blizzard and Flamestrike, last time I checked, they still had a maximum unit for damage. So because of that, unlike Thunderclap, where Thunderclap doesn't have a max, Archmage and the Flamestrike, if it really works best when I believe it's hitting around 5 units, and that's generally what the unit sizes of these Grunts and these Crypt Fiends will allow. Bears also making their rounds back out. Sonic having a crystal ball. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 2 has an orb of venom. There's the roar across multiple units, and this is a bear rifleman strategy. This is going to be extremely deadly. Bears in the front line with riflemen in the back. As the Flame Strike, as Blizzard going to be rained down. Oh, Peon's trying to run on inside. Blood Mage is still there. Mass repairs, and it looks like it is not going to get taken down. Down to 27 hit points. The Blood Mage was attacking the wrong thing. At some point, are we going to be looking at the... Wait, where did it teleport to? All right, teleported back across here. Archmage buys another Scroll of Town Portal. Blood Mage. What was that? A critter? Fell Boar? Okay. Dropping a mechanical critter, Fell Boar, around the map. Is it actually going to just slowly make its way off to the north here? That's actually going to be really, really... really interesting. A lot of times, most people don't even click on these critters. And do you even notice it? KiWiKaKi doesn't even know that he's actually being scouted by a mechanical critter. Those goblin gnomes just outdoing themselves here. Anyways, Tome of Intelligence now dropped. A Blood Mage sitting at level 2. We are going to be looking at the Tauren Chieftain now making its rounds out, at that Fell Boar just shifting and purposely moving its way off to the north. Yeah, you wouldn't really look at that anyways. Blood Mage needs to pick up that True Shot or a big item, giving bonus damage across multiple units. I'm going to see a Scroll of Town Portal to land right here. Where is it going to land on? Oh, teleporting to the backside. If they actually teleported in this spot there, perhaps it would have been able to finish off 2 or 3 grunts. Instead, only 1 grunt lost. Meanwhile, Death Knight Illusion finding that Tree of Life. Are we going to be looking at a mechanical critter? Where is that? How do you spot a mechanical critter on the map if... All right, I'm sorry, this is just really tough. All right, Bears. Bear now trying to take down this Black Citadel, down to 500. Well, there's a Breath of Fire trying to finish off some units. Keeper of the Grove is right there. There is a Roar. However, the Devour Magic could be coming across. Damage going onto the Black Citadel. Black Citadel down to 400 hit points. Is it going to get taken down? No, it is not. Staying alive at 329. Back in the center here, Tauren Chieftain engaging against a Draenei Darkslayer with Immolation. Surrounding a Draenei Darkslayer, so much damage done across multiple grunts there, as the Blood Mage finally gets up to level 3. Some very big, interesting items. Archmage, Claws of Attack +6. Archmage can probably sell some of those items. The Blood Mage is the one all blinged out. Belt of Giant Strength, Hood of Cunning, True Shot Aura, and also a Pendant of Energy. In the middle portion of the map, you see the Tauren Chieftain now marching his way across. It is going to be Grunts and Crypt Fiends with Destroyers in the air supporting, going up against a mass bear army. Let's take a look at this. Archmage already in position. Are we going to see a Flame Strike? We are. Are we going to see any repairs? Well, Peons quickly getting destroyed. Down they go as KiWiKaKi unable to, do any real repairs. There goes some more units again. KiWiKaKi going to lose all of these Peons, and that is going to be a big deal, losing that many Peons. And on top of this, well, the fortified damage is just so high. Meanwhile, this expansion could end up getting taken down, and oh, look, this is bad. Insuperable, and just pushing pressure with the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain could throw down a big stomp, but there are no yellow units nearby, as Sonic is going to lose his expansion too. Nothing really being mined from there either. As we're taking a look at this, well, Great Hall about to, is it going to actually get taken out? That would actually be a big problem. The Great Hall actually canceled now, as you wanted all of that gold back. Moonwell's taking a large amount of damage and getting taken out. Nothing to really repair here, as it is going to turn into a one base versus one base problem and situation. All right, no more Great Hall. There's that fell boar that we were talking about earlier. Let's see if it actually the game goes long enough for mass teleport to actually come into play on that little fell boar. Back down across over here, Moonwells are lost. These full Moonwells, well, being lost is mana and hit points that could have been potentially been used. KiWiKaKi trying to rebuild his base here, quickly gonna find it. Well, not gonna be a good endeavor either, as this peon will get taken down. All right, the army of ToD and Sonik has transitioned over. Sonic's army is still rather large. It is sitting at 49 compared to 35. 35 by KiWiKaKi. KiWiKaKi losing much of his army now, and these grunts are not going to even have berserker upgrades. So even though we are 16 minutes into this game, those are still tier 1 grunts, not the upgraded grunts that you would normally expect to be fighting alongside these crypt fiends. Coming back across here, Haunted Goldmine. Haunted Goldmine, there is a fell boar now making its way through as well. Death Knight has a health stone, as we're going to see a bear, well, bears taking down that last building here. Perhaps shared control between KiWiKaKi and INSUPERABLE right now to try and, well, make a bit of a play. Meanwhile, we are looking at Hidden Wisp all over the place, and we are now setting up a second base by ToD. So ToD is still mining away quite effectively as the Keeper of the Grove. Oh, Staff of Preservation trying to save some of those units. Death Coil, Frost Nova, Druid of the Claw is in a massive run trying to get away. Will it be able to do exactly that? No, it will not. Death Knight still right there. Destroyer with mana dealing so much damage again, and there is an entangle to try and save those units. Bears need to continue to retreat back. Is it going to be worth it? No. Death Coil finishes off a Druid of the Claw. 300 hit point burst damage. Grunts now making their way back over. The more and more riflemen are the riflemen are not going to be going well against these grunts. Also, riflemen in the back not even joining in on the fight. Scroll of Town Portal. Multiple riflemen could get taken down here. This could be extremely bad news. There goes a water elemental and an additional rifleman, but the units were able to teleport into position, as Sonik is pretty much down to only 4 bears. This is very bad news indeed. Infernal Machine dealing 36 to 43 damage. It is mechanical, so you cannot death coil it or anything of that nature. As we see a Healing Ward now dropped, the perfect item for KiWiKaKi to keep his grunts alive. Death Coil, oh, Frost Nova right there, units able to slip away, and that is a big deal indeed. The Drunken Haze, perhaps Breath of Fire, the Flame Strike is gonna constantly miss their targets, as we see a Keeper of the Grove fall at level 2. Bears are in that front line, constantly getting destroyed. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down and stomps, well, 7 or 8 units again. Are we gonna perhaps see some more siphon mana as the bear, well, as the big panda completely taken out? There goes a big flame strike again. More grunts are trying to get away. Are we gonna see Staff of Preservation? No, we are not, as grunts are getting picked off slowly but surely in this battle. Low hit point bears, rejuvenation will need to be used. Blood Mage is nearby, perhaps gonna try to keep these bears alive for as long as you can. There goes another flame strike as the units try to retreat again. Tauren Chieftain walks through the fire and flames and is able to survive. Obsidian Statue now needs to get away. Riflemen now making their way back over. Gonna perhaps shoot that grunt in the back, as we're gonna take a look at more units now make their way back over. Flame Strike again, catching the Death Knight as the Death Knight slips away. Tauren Chieftain, level 5. Death Knight, level 5. Level 2 Endurance Aura, level 2 Unholy Aura. Very fast movement, as these guys are just unable to, if your movement speed is just constantly this fast, what can you really hope to do to try and stop them? Blood Mage getting at level 4 now is going to get that grunt. No, down to 5 hit points as the Obsidian Statue just constantly heals. All right, let's take a look at this. One obsidian statue gonna get taken out. It was caught way out of position as the bears found all of this here. Oh, three bears completely separate from this army. The destroyers are gonna get way ahead of it, as that is gonna be bad news. Bad news, bears ending up taken down right there. Fell boar just still keeping track of units once again. KiWiKaKi with a number of low hit point units. Priest are here ready to go. Rifleman trying to get in some shots. Priest not going to back up. Rifleman going to engage. There's a Devour Magic once more. Blood Mage wants to lay down a Flame Strike. Is he going to be able to do exactly that, as there is the Flame Strike as the units now need to get away. Multiple Riflemen just standing stunned, but so far still able to keep alive as we're seeing the damage add back. Siphon mana. Tauren Chieftain uses a potion of mana to get more mana, but the Blood Mage quickly siphoning it off again. More Flame Strikes could be coming down. Are we going to see that there? No. There it is, another Siphon mana trying to minimize the amount of damage that Tauren Chieftain's going to do. All right. All the Riflemen, once they are within range, let's take a look at that. Down to 50, down to 53 hit points. Those units are trying to get away, able to stay alive. Archmage now out of mana. Where's the Blood Mage? Blood Mage wants to throw down another Flame Strike here, as the Tauren Chieftain does sit at level 6. Tauren Chieftain currently alive and well. Archmage is currently hiding as the Tauren Chieftain goes down. Flame Strike comes across, and the only thing you can hope to do right now for ToD is to create some separation so that the Tauren Chieftain is not going to be able to do all that much. All right, massive number of stomps coming in as we're taking a look as the dance party still happening with the Tauren Chieftain and the Death Knight moving this army around. All right, mass focus fire damage onto an Abomination. Perhaps likely there it goes as the Flame Strike pulls them back again. All right, the level 4 Blood Mage with that Flame Strike has constantly been shutting down enemy heroes, and that has been the name of the game so far. Priest now is continuing to try and heal. Tauren Chieftain tries to get a little bit more mana and loses it all again. Another Flame Strike could be coming down. Are we going to see a stomp? We should be looking at a stomp right there. There you go, stomps on a Rifleman as the remaining units are now pulling back again. Tauren Chieftain, well, amongst all of the units. Blood Mage, Potion of Invulnerability in time. Priest needs to be healing this right here, as the Blood Mage could actually end up getting taken down. That Potion of Invulnerability could be coming to an end. Are we going to be looking at a Lich or a Death Knight with a Frost or Death Coil, as we are now looking at the Cloak of Shadows on the Blood Mage to stay alive? All right, Rejuvenation from that unit. Oh, potion. No. Stomp finishes it off, and the Blood Mage finally falls at level 5. All right, a bear now making their way over. ToD with 2 upgraded Riflemen. We're going to see this, Haunted Goldmine now taken down. Archmage is still sitting at level 6. I believe the Mechanical Critter could have been taken out earlier, unless it actually made its way back here. No, that would have been absolutely hilarious. The Mechanical Critter making this way. Tauren Chieftain stomping on the Archmage, and the Archmage too stunned to be able to use the Scroll of Town Portal. This could be absolute death here, as you see the stomp now go down. Tauren Chieftain now able to slip through, and this entire army is just going to get stomped to death. Death Knight now up to level 7. And this is one of those situations where Raised Dead might actually be enough to try and stop some of these units, as we're looking at the Lich who wants some mana. All right, Death Knight. Crap's going to get some Frost Nova Death Coils here. There it is, a massive AoE slow. Priest are trying to heal up more units as we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain. There's a stomp, more death coming through as the level 7 Tauren Chieftain, level 7 Death Knight, level up. Haunted Goldmine now mining here. We are looking at Sonik rebuilding an army here, trying to get the Altar of Elders up and running. Death Knight and Tauren Chieftain, both level 3 Endurance Aura and level 3 Unholy Aura. They got to be at max. No, they are at max movement speed. Is that max movement speed even without Scroll of Speed? That might actually be that. Yeah, look at that Abomination go. Sheesh. Abomination, pretty a big. I don't know. It looks like a linebacker who weighs 400 pounds and that can outrun me. That's what that Abomination looks like right now. All right, yeah. You give it Endurance Aura, and all of a sudden it is just going to outrun everything. I guess the Tauren Chieftain is also in that class as well. Back off to the north here, Archmage. There's the Fell Boar Mass Teleport coming across. There goes an Acolyte as the Fell Boar with Mass Teleport actually comes into play. All right, minimal mining. That is going to be a problem as the Tauren Chieftain is going to spot this expansion here. Death Knight right here. Are we going to perhaps see a stomp? We should be. It is going to be a denial of a bunch of gold at this stage as the units, as these acolytes are now shifting away as well. We are mining currently at, well, oh, wait. This is the only gold mine mining for ToD, and now it is done. So it is Sonik who is currently mining for the team. Meanwhile, INSUPERABLE and KiWiKaKi do not have any gold mines that I see anywhere on the map. And yeah, they should really not be using red. ToD trying to rebuild an expansion now. Meanwhile, this army going to be making its way over. And you can see that Fell Boar is just slowly heading back into that back position. Perhaps it can actually teleport and finish off these ghouls here, and that would be a good amount of experience right there. As you can see that, well, that unit now trying to make its way back here. There goes that abomination. Where is the teleport? Where is it teleporting to? I do not know. It teleports out, and where did they teleport to? All right, back across here next to a couple of priests rebuilding this town hall once again. Farm is off over here as well, and you still see a Fell Boar. This Fell Boar, if it sneaks in right here, finishes off those 3 ghouls and teleports out, that would be a pretty good use of resources at this stage, as every bit of gold and lumber definitely matters. Archmage in a little bit of trouble. Blood Mage currently out onto the field. Being able to use these Moonwells incredibly important. But the Panda, Bears, and Keeper of the Grove, they will not be able to hitch a ride on that Mass Teleport Express. Death Knight sitting at level 7. Lich sitting at level 6. Frost Nova finishing off a peasant off over there. Tauren Chieftain still wandering around. He has a potion of invisibility for his best magic act. Archmage heads off to the north here. What are we going to be doing shopping for? Book of Retraining, or perhaps Scrolls of Healing to try and counteract all of the stomps that will be coming into play. Ancient of War still scouting out this spot right here. Nothing being trained either off over here as the Wisp are mining away. Meanwhile, Infernal Machine going to get taken down, dropping a Mana Stone for the Death Knight. Big items indeed, as we are looking at multiple high-level heroes. And now, well, in comes the Panda. All right. Panda sitting at level 3 could get taken out very fast. Oh, Goblin Sappers. Where are they trying to run off to? And, oh, this would actually be really silly if the Goblin Sapplers had level 3 Unholy Aura and level 3 Endurance Aura. All of a sudden, the Goblin Sapplers can run and dive into buildings much faster than the static defense can take them out. There is the Goblin Sapper taking down that building there, and now it is going to end up revealing Tauren Chieftain in the front. There's the Stomp. Blood Mage not able to get the Siphon Mana in time. There's the Siphon Mana as the Tauren Chieftain now goes for a Stomp, but still in trouble. Archmage quickly melts away, and there is the problem once again. No Scroll of Town Portal on the Blood Mage. Blood Mage perhaps should have been the one with the get out of jail free card, and instead the Archmage is gone at level 6. Massive level 3 Frost Nova melting or freezing the entire human army pretty much as the Blood Mage falls. Unit after unit, nothing's gonna be able to survive here. It looks like maybe this one priest is going to go home and be able to retreat back home, but I don't think so. Death Knight, one swing with his sword and a Death Coil will finish it off. There it goes. Back on the other side, a level 2 Keeper of the Grove tries to retreat back again. Druid of the Claw, Bears now making their way back out. It looks like this expansion was once again canceled as ToD, what is he doing? He is trying to do long distance mining or trying to re-establish up an expansion here. We're 28 minutes into this game. We're still mining here as well, and there's only a handful of buildings left. INSUPERABLE actually unsummoning some of his own buildings as the Brewmaster needs to, well, wander around here. Sonik still giving plenty of gold to ToD, most likely. Are we resurrecting heroes? Yes, we are resurrecting the heroes and training up more riflemen again. All right, everything is going to be revealed here in just a moment. Units are now still trying to shift their way back around. Bear going after an Acolyte. Is that Acolyte going to be able to get away? Down to 72 hit points. Meanwhile, this town hall was taken out. All right, Tauren Chieftain going after the Acolyte. Acolyte actually falls Tauren Chieftain is alive, and well, as the Tauren Chieftain now making its way back over, Panda tries to finish off a couple of those ghouls. This low hit point ghoul could get taken out. No, needs to get away before the Tauren Chieftain comes over and puts his foot down. That could be the problem now. All right, we have a potential surround. No, Tauren Chieftain was not in the correct position. Meanwhile, Sonik is still fighting. Keeper of the Grove trying to get resurrected. More gold getting mined and transferred to ToD at that location, as well as ToD is sitting on, well, one base right now, trying to resurrect here. All right, Archmage teleports back across here, shows up to the party, gives a potion of invulnerability, and now looking to finish off perhaps some of the ziggurats and some of these remaining buildings. Archmage is going to be a big deal. Tauren Chieftain, well, let's take a look at that. Priest going to try to constantly heal that Brewmaster as it gets away, and the Archmage perhaps should just be focusing on the buildings, as we're only a couple thousand of hit points away from victory and defeat. Units are still trying to make their way back. There is a stomp. Brewmaster trying to get away. Are we going to get a rejuvenation? No, we are not. Destroyer right there, as this bear should be trying to transform already. Keeper of the Grove now shifting back over again, and now there is a potion, or is it going to be to finish it off? Yes, it does. Just in time. Brewmaster falls at level 3. Sonik is actually mining at his main base right now, hiding a tree in a forest by taking over your old base. Absolutely brilliant, as Sonik is just acting as the banker for all of ToD's shenanigans. Teleport running all the way back home again. I don't think that little pet is here anymore. Nope, the Fell Boar is still here. The Fell Boar may actually be the MVP of this game if it comes out ahead. Abomination finding this expansion here again, as we're going to continue to battle it through. Keeper of the Grove now shifting over as well. Let's take a look at this. This one Tree of Life going to end up getting taken down. We're still mining here. Sonik and ToD is just a giant cockroach of an army. You simply cannot kill them, as we're going to see this haunted gold mine get taken down. All right, Water Elemental dropped here. Archmage still low on mana, even with level 2 Brilliance Aura. Doesn't seem to have the mana for those mass teleports. Death Knight is going to make its way back over. A bear is going to act as a scout, and that's going to be very bad news indeed, as the Archmage finishes this off, and it is going to go ahead and mass teleport into another location here. Destroyer quickly says, "Know what? I cannot stick around there any longer." Where did the Keeper of the Grove go? Keeper of the Grove able to dodge the army as well, as we're looking at both sides still wandering around. Blood Mage. All right, sitting at level 5. Let's take a look. Keep up. Destroyer down to 457 hit points. Going to try to hide overhead here. Meanwhile, Death Knight wandering around the map. Level 3 Unholy Aura. Level 3 Death Coil. I don't know what the other abilities are, as the Tauren Chieftain may try and, well, give a surprise here and by putting his foot down once again. Units doing a little bit of chasing down here. Let's take a look. Archmage, clears up some units here easily. This could be a rather easy level 1 green creep camp. Keeper of the Grove falls at level 2. Rifleman, is the Tauren Chieftain actually going to try to make a play here? That would be rather gutsy. There's the teleport. Tauren Chieftain, there's the stomp. A beautiful stomp right there to stop that Archmage right in position. Scroll of Town Portal to get away. Remaining army now here, as you're going to see them all get up and leave. Death Knight goes back and says, "You know what? I see a book, Insuperable. That's why you're not a pro player. You actually read your tomes." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Insuperable. You are about much, much better than I am. All right, noticing a tome. Maybe it's the red background. Sonik now getting back here. 10,000 gold still left. That means a good amount of gold was mined away. Panda now making its way over as well. Is that Fell Boar? No, that's a Dune Worm. There is the mass teleport onto that 1/1 Fell Boar, as the buildings are going to go ahead. There's the Tauren Chieftain. It is going to try and stomp, but this Blood Mage should have backed up significantly, as the Archmage still has a Scroll of Town Portal. There is Flame Strike going across multiple, and now more Siphon mana again to try and deny still. More Breath of Fire coming across, and this is a Wrecking Crew trying to finish off all of these units here. The Fell Boar could have possibly been, well, the coup de grace, the final killing blow. Siphon mana stops the Tauren Chieftain from being able to do anything, as everyone says, "You know what? We don't have to stick around here any longer." Insuperable and KiWiKaKi know that they cannot leave their base any longer, and then give the GG. Insuperable and KiWiKaKi with a major army advantage going in to the end game, a major hero advantage, level 8, level 7, and a level 7, going up against a 6-5, 3, and 2, but unable to seal the deal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.